Turn of Mr. Sexy Bastard himself, Mr. Sultan. What was I going to say again? In case why everyone's wondering where the fuck have I been, I've been working. I've just been working as a carpenter and scaffolder, and I thought, hey, let me just pop down. Been busy as hell, but always got time for the bikes, if that makes sense. Let's settle a debate, because me and Charlie were a bit indifferent of a certain idea I have. I don't really use my Virago because I don't really ride to work. I take a train or I walk to work because I have this, well, I'm self-employed, I can choose where and what area I can work in, and if it's more than like 30 minutes away, I go, fuck that. I want to sell my Virago. I want to sell it for 1.2 and get some offers out there, or swap it for a 600 realistically like 400 to 750 sport bike, but I don't mind if it's like carburetor, could get the U-ledge on it. But what do you guys think? Should I sell it? Should I swap it? What should I do with it? If you guys say you should swap it for a moped, you guys have a special place in hell if you think I'm gonna get a moped and drive that to work. I'm a cruiser boy or a sport bike boy.
Good. I thought you was going to have a meltdown earlier.
I thought I was as well.
What, poor Ryan's having a bad day. His old bike's dead.
His old bike is definitely going down the drain.
His new bike he's tinkering with. Stuart's gone, guys. Really nice to have Stuart down for the day. He worried that he took up a lot of my time. Not at all. Not at all. We're here. We're chatting. We're introducing people to the garage. And they're always welcome to pop down and do what we're doing. I mean, Ryan's over there doing it right now. So, brilliant morning welcome. What I'm doing here for my kind of peace of mind is I'm going to start stripping the head to see, basically to see what's going on. I'm going to set it to top dead center to see, well, actually no, I'll strip the head first, then I'll set it to top dead center to kind of see what's going on. So we've got the head off. First thing we can see is we can see some bits here from the old spark plug. So that has happened. What we said. It's the first thing we can see. Secondly, looking at the valves, I can't quite work it out yet. But now that they're off the bike, look, the chain's not on. They're out. Look. Like they're both being compressed, so, but I feel like that's rock solid. I'm not sure what's going on there. Could they have been so badly set? I mean, they weren't because they were running, but I'm not quite sure what's gone on there. I feel like this should turn here. I'm going to put something on this and turn it and seat the valves and see what they're doing. To me, I'm not sure yet until they're seated as to how they look. That's definitely the right spark plug. The ones we were putting in before were coming in, they would have been smashing into the valves, and actually the valves may have eaten one or two of them. They could be stuck underneath anything at this stage. This big one, I don't know if it looks right or not to me. And then looking at the head, I can't yet put, I need to get the chain up to put on a oh, there you go. Right, so let's get the chain up here and let's have a look at, so where's the 17 gone? Yeah, look, they would have gone down into the rings. I think we've probably got ring issues here. Is that the 17? Make sure you're going the right way. So I've cleaned the top just out of curiosity. We're going to just spin the engine, just see what's going on. I can see shards in there. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I want to... It's pushing up fluid, look. I'm in two minds. I think this piston might be okay, I think. I think what this really needs, my guess, is it needs a top end. It needs this. A 154 FMI top ends like this. That's my guess. There's something not right here. I am going to try and spin the engine and see if we can seat these valves. But it's a really complex engine. So guys, one of the valves is stuck open. If you look here, okay, even when it seats, it's actually got a gap, a massive gap. It's not the valve that's doing that. The valve is not in the way. So this one is doing what it should be doing. So it pops out and goes back in and seats. Although to be fair, that's seating quite high as well. But that could be adjustment. Which it probably is actually. Let me go round again and check that. So that was your top dead center there. Yeah, so that one's fine. This one just literally isn't sitting back down, and it's not adjustment here because we've got scope there. So there's something wrong, something stopping it. Could be as simple as a little piece of something, or as complex as a bent valve. What we want is to push it out like that. Give it a good spray through. I think it's probably bent. What you can't do with this is, like, I don't see how you would extract it. On the other engine, on your engine, this bit comes off, so you can then take the valves out.
This is all one solid block.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's one block. I don't get it. There must be something I'm missing. I mean, it's there. You can see it. It's literally one piece. Which in some ways might be good. You might be able to buy a new head. But
You're getting a new head for it and everything. Might as well chuck a 150 in there.
do you know? No, because that'll be that's the compression part.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, it's not seating that valve at all. So I've twisted the valve around to see how bent it is, and you can see how out of shape it is. You can see through there. It's massively out of shape and it's massively bent. But I can't extract it. I've got my extraction kit here.
The next day.
So I am looking for one of them because that's the reason it's not running now. With that on, it would be good and back to normal. That's the only reason it's not running. So I am on the hunt for that. For today, I want to get out both of these AP50s. I want to put an ignition on this one so it's locked, so that we've got it on a key. Because at the moment, let's be honest, it looks stolen. It's got no logbook, no MOT, nothing. It looks stolen. It's not on a key, but it actually runs and rides. So I want to put it on a key. I want to move the number plate back over to here because it's misleading. I made a mistake doing that. I actually just hoped that they'd put that number plate in there when I did that. So I'm going to put that number plate back over there, and then I'm going to advertise these two bikes on Facebook Marketplace. 300 quid, no offers. It's worth, you know, £800-900 in parts, guys. These engines alone, especially the running one, you know. So I want to kind of neaten that up and get advert out. Hassan, a friend of the channel, is a breaker and he is interested in them at 300, but time for him is is not good, and actually I've got the same problem myself. I need to get rid of them, so they are going up today. And if we're extremely lucky, I have advertised. I am going to look at a new bike today, and I think it'll be a brilliant project. I think you guys are going to love it. I think you guys have got a bit sick of, well, actually some of you love the 125s and the small engine market, and actually the new bike technically is still a small engine market, but I think you guys will love it. I absolutely can't wait to get it. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm excited. So I'm going to pull both of these out because I want to nip up as much as I can, put any body panels on, put an ignition on that one, put it all back together and get it and just get some pictures and get it up on an advert for now. I've started doing this and I'm really in two minds now as to whether I should be setting up that bike properly. Putting the ignition set across, putting the engine across. We don't even know we could take the exhaust and the, you know, and the carb and everything from here and put it on there and it could just run. I'm slightly changing my mind. I think I should be stripping these both down at this stage and looking at what I can move across. I mean, you know, I can always move all the internals across as well, couldn't I? Yeah. This stuff always gets me. Okay. I just think we can make one nice bike that's on a key with a number plate. All the panels are fairly good. I can clean them up, polish them up. This stuff winds me up. I haven't got that long today either. I think I'm going to strip them down, guys. Strip them right down to the bare bones so that we can see what we're working with. These bikes are so quick and easy to work on. If I decided to do this engine swap today, it's really straightforward. It's these wires, again, it's exactly the same as we saw recently. Anything that belongs to the frame you just take away and you pull back to the frame. Anything that belongs to the engine, unclip it, unbolt it. So look, there's these clips here from the stator. If the wires are the same colours or a specialist connector, you don't need to worry. And it will all go with the engine. The engine will wheel back quite gently and quite easily go into the other frame. Would I then put the other frame onto this engine and bolt it up? Probably for now, just to keep it neat. If it's quick and as simple as I think. If not, then you would just have spare parts, engine, panels, frame, etc. as part of the sale. Some people in many ways may prefer having a bike, a key, a number plate and no logbook that runs and rides without messing around with all the spares and repairs. They might just buy that bike. I'd probably get 350, 400 for the bike alone, you know, because again they can come down, start it, run it, ride it and so on. But for now I have nothing else to do. I've got 2 hours, I'm free for 2 hours. I'm just gonna hack away kind of for the time being to see what I'm working on this, because I'm not quite sure. I'm considering what my next move is. Alright guys, so it was much quicker and easier actually than I thought. Sultan's here in the background.
Hello, hi.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I managed to grow a mullet.
I only see Sultan when he wants something. What do you want today?
I don't know, tape measure if you got one.
Much quicker and easier than I thought, guys. So let's get, so I'm going to get that engine into there. It is quick, it is easy. Nip it all back up that one, and I'll probably just do a quick swap, make sure they're all bolted on and back together. But this one will be spares. That one will be the kind of bike at this stage. So yeah, very straightforward. One bolt through the middle, one bolt through the shock, undo the rear brake, the inline brake at the bottom, make sure all of your wiring's undone and pushed back, and then it just slotted out very easily. So believe it or not, the hardest part's done. The good engine is here on this frame. This, I'm getting so confused here, by the way. That number plate can come across to here now. That's the bad engine, but the better bike overall. So,
Does it sound like a, what's it called again, hedge rat?
yeah, which I like. So, this is where we're at. So I'm just connecting up oils. I've put good oil in there because at some point we're going to be firing it up. But, ultimately, this is the same actual engine. We've had this engine up and running plenty, so there's no kind of issues here with other things. This is just kind of it. What else? The electrics you can hook back up, you know, as and how you feel. So these will go back into there. The rear shock goes on, that's holding it. The main engine bolt down here goes on, that's holding it. And this is it. This is an engine on a bike that has a number plate and a VIN number, which I should get while I'm down here actually, and can be put back on the road. So we're good. We're good at this stage. Alright guys, so again, engine in this frame at the moment. I'm kind of cutting it fine for time now because I'm going to look at this next project. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, cutting it fine, but I think I've plumbed everything as I should now. I think this would kick over, but this bike's not hot wired. I'm going to be putting a proper ignition on this one after, which is good. So it will have a number plate and ignition, all panels, and it will function like a normal bike. So that's great news. I think I'll come back and do that for a couple of hours after I pick up the new project. Yeah, all the oils and stuff, all the throttle cables connected up, rear brakes connected up, coils connected up, hopefully the right way round. Everything else we just do kind of around the bike now. We just think, what are we missing? Like there might be one bolt down here that might be an earth. I thought there was on the other bike. Is there anything? No, not really. I've put fuel in this. I've put a squirt of oil in the fuel, even though I can see that the oil is what is coming around anyway. So yeah, we're good. Actually, look, I've made a mistake. We shouldn't have two of these strainers on. We should have one. Okay, so I'll pop one off. Alright, yeah, we'll get rid of this middle section and we'll put that straight to there. But otherwise, it's spot on and good to go. In regards to the engine swap part, it was very quick and easy actually. So me and Sultan are off to look at.
How are you gonna get this thing in here?
Ranty. What?
How are you gonna get this bike in here?
What do you mean?
You know the back isn't two doors.
The back is one door. Throw it in the side. Simple job. You could always put the bike in the side if you really needed to as well, innit?
You could.
But I'm surprised you didn't notice there that the back is one big door. The whole thing goes up like a garage.
Oh,
Did you not notice that?
They changed it to bloody.
They have changed it.
Lamborghini doors.
To be fair to you, they have changed it. We're off to see this bike. We're not going to tell you what it is. It's a surprise.